We're recording now, right? Oh, hey everyone! It's time for another tier list. So this one we're doing the Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy levels or areas. So, and I'm going to be ranking them on this tier list. So we've got Supreme, Awesome, Meh but still fun, Lackluster, and yeah, this one at the bottom. I don't think because it's such a great game. I don't think anything's actually going to go there. So. Right, what's the first one? Boggy Swamp, I think. Right, Boggy Swamp. Actually, one of my least favourite levels, and I'll tell you why. Right, half the power cells, have you breaking a boulder to, release that blimp thingy, you know, and yeah, so the artifact, can't be taken, like the precursor robot's arm. And really, it's like, it just feels like an afterthought. Like, there's nothing unique in the level, really. Apart from the flop, you know. But, I mean, you've got an ambush section. Like, you had that already on Misty Island. And, yeah, I mean, what else really is there? And the terrible minigame. Yeah. I despise that game. Yeah, protect farthest snacks. Oh, it's horrible. For that reason, oh, but what's the good things though? I like it's still fun. It's still got the usual platforming, even though it's a bit more. It's not as great, really. It's just the hazards are these spike thingies that come up, and the hazardous water, the black water that's like electrocutes them. Yeah, I know it's strange, but for that reason though, it will have to go in meh, but still fun. Still fun because the flop. It's really simple. It's just like traversing some platforms and like just some wooden platforms in the air. I don't like. And another thing, it's a linear level. You can go right around it in a circle. In fact, I've got second thoughts. I'm gonna have to put it in lackluster. So, right, next up is Fire Canyon. Fire Canyon. It's a very memorable level. I like how you got to be fast so you don't explode, and it's hot, and yeah, I mean, you could do the whole thing in one go, just all orbs, all scout flies, and that. But I'll put it in. It's okay. I'll put it in meh, but still fun. There's not much to it, but it is what it is. Next up, we have Forbidden Jungle, one of my favourites. That is going in Supreme. Wow. There's so much to this level. Like, so much in a small place. Like a small area. You've got I don't mind the fishing minigame. That's easy to me. I mean, there's so much levels to it. There's like the lower level with the river. You've got this upper level with just the jungle-y bits. And then you've got the temple itself. And the temple, yeah, I mean, adds so much to it. I love how, like the trying to get the energy back to Sandover Village. It's like you have to like break a machine or break the mirror. It's coming from the temple, like the blue eco is coming from the temple, right? To power this machine. And who knows what the machine is supposed to be doing, but it's probably like Golem Maya. But yeah, I mean, it's so clever. I mean, and then you divert the beam so Sandover Village gets its energy from the temple in the jungle, you know. And yeah, I mean, it's great. And it's also got one of the only bosses as well, the eco plant, the dark eco plant. It's so good. And the blue eco vent, the vent switch as well, and going to the top of the temple, seeing the whole world, right in front of your eyes. I mean, it's amazing. It is good. Because what else is there to it? Really, a lot. It's a lot of good stuff. I think there's only one section. Whenever I do a playthrough, it's like there's one section in the jungle. With those like things that goes. There's like two of these things that go side to side. You never actually have to walk through that. to 100% the level. That's the only thing I can think of, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's odd. But yeah, I always have a great time when I play this level. You know, it's really fun. The Geyser Rock, first level tutorial. Uh, it really serves its purpose. You know, I mean, and it's really cool. It's really colorful, and the geysers go off, and I mean, it's aesthetically pleasing. I love the look of it. You know, and yeah, even though it's not really a level, a proper level, but I think it's beautiful. Um, um, like it's a lot of fun when I play it. You know, I love the just. It's so simple. It's I'll put it in. I'll put it in awesome. You know, why not? Yeah. So next up is Golemai's Citadel. Right, Golemai's Citadel, the final level. Okay. So yeah, final level, and it tests every one of your abilities. Right. Aesthetically, it's not the best looking level, like of all time. But I mean, it does well as an actual. It tests your abilities, right? So the first bit, trying to get the yellow sage, you're using blue eco and the launch pads, right? And then the second bit to get to the blue sage, it's testing your platforming capabilities. And then to get to the red sage, you're using yellow eco, red eco, so nothing really goes to waste. You're actually tested in all gameplay, formats. So I think it does a really good job there. You know, and also I've got to say, well, the bottom of the level isn't. It's pretty ugly. It's not really. It's dark. It's gloom. But when you get up to the final boss section, the tower, and then you see the whole world like that you've just traveled through. You know, I mean, it's not right now. I'm doing a video. Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, and you can see the whole world and the final boss. I mean, Jesus, man, it's so cool. It's oh man, like you're on top of the silo. The Dark Eco silo, and it's really cool. So, yeah, this has to go in awesome. Uh, Lava Tube, right? It's really Lava Tube. It's the same deal as Fire Canyon, really. It's like the Fire Canyon, but it's underground. But I will say though, what's cool, like you start the level in a cavern, like a lava cavern kind of a bit, then halfway through you enter like a mechanical man-made like factory kind of area. So and you can really sense that you're actually arriving at Golemai's Citadel. Like but at the same time, it's not the funnest. It's not the funnest level. Where will I put it though? I mean, it's pretty awkward. Trying like all the orbs are in the first half of the level, right? Sorry, I'm gonna get this away. Yeah, just go away. Yeah, all the orbs are in the first half of the level. The cave. It's just a bit weird. And I'll put it in lackluster to be honest. Um, right, Lost Precursor City. Oh, this is fun. Another really inventive level. A bit like the jungle, but it's not as fun as the jungle. But it's still pretty cool. Like I like there's a dark eco silo, you know, and yeah, one of the silos is in this level. You have to go up it fast, and you know, there's a lot of cool puzzles. There's the like jumping on all the platforms to get the door to open. There's the trying to get in the middle of that room. There's I think it's this room here. It's in the picture where you have got to get like the different pipes, and you have to like hit the thingy and then like follow the tube. And yeah, it's really cool underwater, and Yes, and slides as well. The slides are fun. I think that's the only part of the game where there's slides, is it? Yeah, yeah, I'm going to put this in awesome. Right, Misty Island. Another really, it's, the whole island is used, right? It's not just one part of the island. So there's so much to do. There's the zoomer, of course. There's zoomer section. There's another Dark Eco silo that you basically save the world in this level. Like if you destroy the lurker with the cannon, and that's it. Um, that's it's trying to open the silo, the Dark Eco silo, which is in the ambush area. And the ambush as well is fun. It's not challenging. Well, maybe for new time players, but yeah, it's good. It's good enough. And yeah, and what else? I like the bone lurkers as well. They're pretty cool. 2 hits, And red eco, you're introduced to red eco as well. And yeah, and there's also the barrels. And then bouncy. Yeah, there's a lot to this level, like packed in. I'm putting it in awesome. Really fun. Right, Mountain Pass. Oh, I love this. Is my favorite. Like zoomer, like the zoomer areas between like levels, like between the hubs, right? I love it. It's not just because of the secret area, you know. But I think, to be honest, it's not as good as like the main levels I've listed here. You know, it's still fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whenever I play it though, it's really because you go into a cave, right, and you can actually see Snowy Mountain from the level. You can see it in this image. It's right up there, and you can see the fort on Snowy Mountain. Like you can actually see the fort if you look closely. Like I've checked it out in debug mode, and it's actually the fort. So yeah, and obviously Claw's part of this boss. No, what? No, the Claw boss is part of this level as well. Technically, it's counted as one of the power cells. So for that as well, I have to put this in awesome. Probably at the lower end of awesome. I'll rank all the levels like after this, like in order. Right, next is Precursor Basin. Yeah, brilliant level. It's one of my favorites. Every time I play it, it's a blast. And yeah, there's like a lot of variety as well. Like you've got a race, well not race, but it's a time attack. You've got the flying lurkers, you've got the dark eco plant, so much to do, and the ring challenges as well. I'm putting this in awesome. No, not awesome, supreme. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, behind Forbidden Jungle though. But I just love that huge structure in the middle. You can see it from like other levels as well. All right, Rock Village. So we're getting to the hub. Well, a few hubs here. Yeah. In fact, we'll do the hubs together, starting with Sandover. Sandover. Oh yeah, I just love there's all the houses and that. It's not really a proper level, but still got stuff to do. There's still like the yak house. There's still scout flies. There's still, even though it's mostly like the collect, trade the orbs. It's mostly that. But still, I mean, the aesthetics of it. There's the sage's hut. There's the fisherman's hut, the bird lady's hut, the windmill, the mayor's house, your uncle's house, the sculptor's house, the farmer's house, the beach. And the music is the soundtrack as well. You know how it changes. Well, all levels. They change in all the levels, but I think Sandover Village is like, remixes are the most memorable, in my opinion. So I'll put this in awesome. Rock Village, on the other hand, right, this will be a critique for both the next two areas, right? There's not as much variety. There's not as much houses to go into, and there's less to do. Right, Rock Village, right? Most of the challenge, if not all the challenges, are orbs. Getting as much orbs to pay, the oracle, the geologist, the warrior and the gambler. It's like there's nothing really to it. There's scout flies, but it looks cool. It looks unique. It's got that huge like tower as well. So I'm guessing that's where the population lives. They live up in the tower, but it's inaccessible. That whole thing, inaccessible. It's not like Sandover Village where you could just go into any house you wanted. It's like how do you even get into that tower as well? Like there's no door. It's like it's always been a mystery. And the Blue Sage's hut, I mean, there's obviously two more floors to it, that you can't explore. It's pretty, yeah. But the atmosphere of the level's amazing. It's always thundery, and yeah, it doesn't rain though. It only rains in Boggy Swamp. That's a fun fact. Yeah, it's actually just thunder and lightning in Rock Village. So where will I put this then? Probably meh, or let me think. Probably meh. I still have nostalgia for it, and it looks great. It's just after Rock Fire Canyon. Yeah, put it there. Right, Volcanic Crater, on the other hand, there really is nothing. It's not really. It's not even a village. It's more like it's a house. It's a house in a volcano. That may seem pretty cool, but no. The house it's really bland. The house itself. And you have the miners, and there's no challenges. It's just four of the power cells. Half of the power cells are to pay the miners. But it does, to its credit though, there is one power cell that's hidden in a box, right? So that's pretty, at least they did something in that regard, But, what else? Oh, the mine carts are terrible, and yeah, there's nothing really much to say, is there? I'll put this in lackluster. Alright, Sentinel Beach, I always have a great time with, Yeah, it's a great beginner level, but I usually do after the Forbidden Jungle, just because of the vents and that, But I love, like, it's fun, You've got that lighthouse, there's a cannon, the remixers are good as well in this level, the music, And, it's really, I mean, you've got the Green Eco, how Samos, he gives you one mission, and that's just to, like, do the, I love how the game does that. It gives you one mission from, like, each of the characters. They'll give you, like, a detail, even though there's, like, plenty of missions, Like, he tells you to, like, unblock his vents, and the big waterfall as well, it's pretty iconic, And, yeah, I think, and there's that little area, like, you have the beach, and then you have this, like, upper, like, level with grass on it, with, like, windmills, and, yeah, I love that area. And, yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty, You know where this is going, it's going in awesome, so, yeah. Snowy Mountain, yeah, another favourite of mine. It's got a vent, it's really, it's got the flot section, which is more challenging than Boggy Swamps, it's more like fun. And you've got the fort, you've got the a cave full of lurkers, you've got, another hidden power cell as well. You've got what else is there? You've got, yeah, the ice physics, you've got, it's really, and you can see, because it's high up, you can see all the other levels as well, Yeah. You can even see, like, Misty Island and Geyser Rock, if you look closely enough. So, and you can see the mountain from, like, you can see it from the Forbidden Jungle Temple as well. So I'm putting this in Supreme. Yep. Right, last but not least, Spider Cave. Challenging level, yes. But very fun at the same time. It's challenging in a good way. But it's not one of my favourites, I still like, I still dread it sometimes. And, yeah. just because it's so easy to miss orbs in this level. But, you know, like there's three main sections. You've got the dark cave, you've got that main bit with all the platforms and stuff. But I love the robot section, because you can see Golem and Maya's trying to excavate a robot out of the the cave, So that's what the lurkers are doing there, So, but it's not my favorite. This is just a matter of my opinion, It's as fun as Fire Cave, Fire Canyon. Yeah, I'll put it here. I still have a great time with it. In fact, can't put it. Yeah, it's very high on this tier. So there we have it. Right, to actually rank the levels now. I think Forbidden Jungle has to be number one. Precursor Basin, Spider Cave, Snowy Mountain. Snowy Mountain. I'll put it second. Yeah. Right. Oh, this is hard. Blue Poo. Misty Island would be high up. So it's Sentinel Beach. I like Sandro Village. It would look something like this. This would take a lot of thought, to be honest. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. No. Keep that the way it is. Yeah, that'll do. Right here, I think. Fire Canyon. I'll put Rock. I don't know. It's probably the same, to be honest. The same level. Yeah. So these two are equal. So, yeah. Lackluster. Swamp. I think it's fine the way it is. Yeah. Okay, that's it. And will anything go here? No. So yeah. Well, there we have it then. My placement of all the levels in Jak and Daxter 1. Yeah, how long's that been? Alright, 23 minutes. Oh well. We'll just make this... Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I already had an idea of where I was going to put the stuff, but, I'm pretty happy with where I put stuff and that, But I'll do more of these videos, so... But until, my next video, just have a good time and, enjoy yourselves, and peace out.